co-chair and delegates. The title of presentation is assessing the effect of climatic parameters on the yield of wheat and groundnut yield. Because nowadays you can see that these are the two opposite situations which are observing in everyday work of life. Now the climate is changing, so big challenge is to agriculture because the climatic inputs, the optimal time, what will be the optimal climatic input? For that, I think we have to done a lot of experiments. But for the India, it is very limited budget, and we cannot afford for the huge budget. So in this present effort, I used the two models, mathematical models. Based on that, we can conduct the study without going to the fields and without costing any rupees. In that study, I have taken wheat as well as groundnut crop. These are the two important crops in the Saurashtra region of Gujarat. Using the two models, Wageningen and agroecological zone model, and determining the optimal date of sowing and the optimal evapotranspiration for the yield maximization. The climatic data which we have used was for the Junagadh and the 15 years record overviews. The sources of data was collected from the Meteorological Department of Agriculture College, Junagadh. The climate is given, so I am not going for that. Now the first model is simulation model, that is Wageningen model. So in that, these are the steps. First we have to calculate the experiment yield, Y and B. So first let me say the benefit of this experiment for if suppose any crops you want to introduce for the particular area. So without doing any experimentation, you can predict the potential yield. So whether the crop can be introduced or not, that we can know. So this is only just to assessing study. So in that you can calculate the experiment yield. Actually it will be less than that, but at least we can assess that particular crop can be economical or not. So first step will be the cross-dry matter production of the standard crops. So that is the standard crops, that has nothing to do with the particular or any types of crop. After multiplying with the different factors, correction factors. So after that you go for the correction for the climate, correction for the crop species, correction for the temperature, and correction for the harvested part. For the calculation of the dry matter production by the Wageningen method, Y0 is formula given, Fy0 plus 1 minus Fc, Yc. Now here Y0 and Yc you can get from the standard table that is given by the D-WIT concept by the Israel scientist. F is the factor which is indicating the solar percentage, that is you can calculate by the standard formula based on the solar radiation as well as number of hours during the day. Y0 and Yc, Y0 is the yield of crop, kg per hectare per day, that is gross production rate for the overcast day, means if the complete day is clouded. Yc is the yield which you can get for the completely clear day. So F factor you can calculate by this standard formula. I am not going to read it. After that, correction factor for the effect of climate, that you can equate ETM divided by EA minus ET, that is the vapor pressure, active vapor pressure and saturated vapor pressure difference. After that, correction for the crop species scale. So that is also depend on the crop varieties and location. So that is also standard table is available. Correction for the temperature, correction for the harvested part CS, that is actual grain yield divided by the total gross dry matter production. So ultimate experimental yield formula, we can calculate YME, that is equal to 0.65, CH harvested correction factor, CT is the temperature, G is the number of days growth period, Y0 that is formula which we have calculated using the equation 1, ETM divided by A minus ET, that is the correction factor for the climate. So by this way, in this method we can calculate. Another method is the agroecological zone model. So in that also there is same formula is being used, only the different correction factor are applied in somewhat different manner. Correction for crop species and temperature, for that also there is two parts. When Ym is greater than 20 kg per hectare per hour. So this is also standard tables are available of the DAP paper. Correction for the crop development over time, leaf area index. So that is also because vegetative growth is affecting the dry matter production of the crop. So for the leaf area index 5, that is the base period. If it is above or below, the standard correction factor can be applied. Correction for the harvested parts here, same formula. So this is the different factors and it is defined. This formula we can use. Maximum evapotranspiration we can calculate by the Glennick reading method. That is the simplest formula for the calculating the evapotranspiration. That is what the requirement of the crops. Now this is the simulated results without any experiment. We can say that if you do the experiment, it will take 4 months.